As you listen to these words, notice how your attention begins to shift in a way that's just right for you. You might notice how, with each sentence, the meaning begins to unfold deeper within you, like a seed gently blossoming into understanding, as if you've always known what is being spoken. And it's okay if you don't quite grasp all of it at once, because in a way, it's not about understanding in the way you usually think of it, but about simply experiencing the truth that's naturally within you. You may begin to feel, perhaps without even trying, that you're perfectly in sync with the flow of life, and that flow is constantly reflecting the perfection that you are. Picture standing at the street corner, and as you look around, it feels as though the very world around you is just a mirror, showing you nothing but your own perfection. Can you feel that? Can you sense how your wisdom is already within you, beginning to unfold like a map being revealed? There's a knowing available to you right now, a knowing that connects you to everything, your connection to the world, to others, to yourself. It's all a part of this vast, boundless web of divine energy. And as you tune in, you realize, just by the simplest act of breathing, that you're part of this energy, a divine spark that's inseparable from all that is. And in this connection, the wisdom you've always sought is already yours to access. And notice how easy it becomes to trust that everything you need to know, all the information, all the understanding, it's flowing towards you, just as easily as the air you breathe. It's always there for you, waiting for you to recognize it, to allow it to come into your conscious awareness. You know, wisdom comes not from effort, but from simply allowing yourself to receive. With each passing moment, your awareness opens, as though your perception is expanding, and you begin to realize you're capable of so much more than you thought. Now, as you experience yourself standing on the corner, you're reminded you're not just an individual, but you're also universal. You're both human and divine, imperfectly perfect in your wholeness. And feel how, as you stand there, your presence radiates this divine essence, your Christ itself, in this moment fully present. Your perfection is not something distant, nor something to strive for. It's something you always are, and always have been, and the universe around you reflects this truth. It's not just your mind that knows this. Your whole being resonates with this understanding. You know you're always deserving of abundance and love, unconditional love flowing effortlessly in your direction. And you might even begin to notice how, as you start to shift into this deeper knowing, the world around you, like a wise friend, begins to mirror that same unconditional love right back to you. As you stand there in this perfect moment, it becomes clear to you that any beliefs or experiences that told you otherwise, those are simply old stories, stories that are no longer necessary. They begin to melt away, like ice turning to water under the warmth of the sun. And what remains? What remains is your truth, your real truth, the one that's connected to the divine, the one that's always been there, waiting for you to see it, feel it, to live it. I am word becomes more than a phrase. It becomes an experience, an embodiment of who you are at your core. And you realize this word, this deep, resonant truth within you, it's never separate from you. It is you, and you're it. As you continue to breathe in, you're aligning yourself with this knowing, fully aware in every moment, in every breath. You are word, you're whole, you're enough, you're deserving, you're love, and you are loved. And even if, for a moment, you might forget, it doesn't matter, because the truth is always there, ready for you to remember, like an old friend waiting patiently for your return. You might even find yourself smiling now, a gentle smile, because deep down, you already know, you always knew, it's always been within you. And now you might begin to notice that any aspects of you, the ones felt outside the light, those parts, those beliefs, they're simply waiting for you to bring them into the light. With every thought, every intention, every breath, you're now aligning those parts of yourself to be embraced by the light of the Creator. It's a gentle embrace, one you've always known, one that you can now feel in your body. And as you allow yourself to be transformed in this light, the process is easy, effortless, natural. And it happens automatically because you're word, and word is transformation. I am word resonates in you now as more than just a phrase. It's your truth, it's your belief, it's your existence. Word, you are word, and word you always have been. And every time you say it, you affirm this connection, this truth, this knowing that you are, right now, your Christ itself, and always will be. And so, as you continue to stand there, as you continue to breathe, allow yourself to feel how everything in this moment is supporting you. The light, the love, the abundance. It's all for you, and it always has been. You're simply remembering now. And this remembering feels so good, so right, so natural, doesn't it? Now, as you bring your awareness back to the moment, knowing that this truth, this belief, is always within you, you might start to notice how things in your life, they begin to align effortlessly, as if by magic. But of course, you know it's not magic. It's just the natural order of things when you're connected to the truth of who you really are. Word, you are word. Word, you always will be. And so, as you continue to feel the power of this truth within you, you can carry this knowing with you wherever you go. Because it's yours. It's always been yours. Your word. And everything that comes from this truth is already unfolding, just as it should. Perfect, complete, divine. And as you continue to relax, you might even begin to notice how each word seems to carry a deeper meaning. And it's interesting how this deeper meaning, the meaning that's beyond the surface, it's something you can simply feel. It's there. Not in the future, not in the past, but right now, present with you. And that's all you need, isn't it? That present moment, that space where everything aligns naturally, easily, like a wave returning to the shore effortlessly. And as you listen to these words, there's a part of you that knows. It's not just about the words themselves, but about the energy that's behind them. The resonance. This resonance is already familiar. It's already something that you've known, even before you had the words to describe it. As you listen, you may begin to understand more deeply that you're already complete, already perfect, and there's nothing outside of you that could ever make you more whole. It's as if with every word, the barriers begin to dissolve, and you might notice how the idea of perfection is not something distant, but something that you are right now. And if you allow your awareness to expand just a little, you can begin to feel it everywhere, in the air around you, in the ground beneath your feet, in the flow of your thoughts. What you feel is this undeniable truth, that you are the perfect expression of the divine, always aligned, always connected, always whole. It's not a concept you need to analyze. It's simply an experience, an embodied knowing. You may realize without effort that perfection is not about doing things right or wrong, but about allowing yourself to be. And as you allow yourself to be, you naturally align with your highest potential. You understand how your wisdom is not something you need to seek out. It's something that's always present, always available, quietly waiting for you to open up to it. And as you open, you begin to sense how effortlessly this wisdom flows through you. In every moment, in every breath. It's there, guiding you. You might even notice, without trying, how your mind starts to open to new possibilities, new ways of thinking. It's as though, with each shift, the world begins to reveal itself to you in new light. Your understanding deepens, and you might realize the answers you've been searching for, they're already here. It was simply a matter of allowing yourself to see, allowing yourself to receive. And as you continue to breathe, your connection to the truth of who you are expands more and more, like the horizon stretching out before you, wide and endless. You understand now, you're part of something greater. That part of you that's connected to everything, to the divine. It's always present, always alive in you. And the beauty of it is, you don't need to chase it. You don't need to work for it. It's just there. It's always been there. You might begin to sense, just below the surface, how the concept of abundance no longer feels like a distant dream, but something that's your natural state. Abundance is not something you need to earn. It's simply the energy of life flowing towards you. because you're part of the flow. And as you connect more deeply to this truth, you may find yourself in perfect alignment with the abundance of the universe. It comes to you effortlessly, just as naturally as the air that you breathe. And with this realization, something shifts. You begin to notice how, in every moment, you're deserving of love, not because you've done something to earn it, but simply because it's your birthright. Love, unconditional love, it's always there, always flowing to you and through you. You might even begin to feel how this love is not separate from you, but something that is you. It flows from your heart, from your very being, connecting you to the world around you, ways you can feel and understand at the deepest level. And now in this space, you might notice that any part of you that once felt disconnected, any part of you that once believed it was outside of this love or light, it begins to soften, begins to melt, as you allow yourself to bring all parts of yourself into the light. You might even feel a gentle warmth surrounding you, comforting you, healing you. The light that you're embracing, it isn't something you need to search for. It's simply there, part of you. And as you bring yourself into alignment with this light, it illuminates every part of you, transforming everything that it touches. You may feel this transformation happening now, as your own belief in yourself shifts, aligns, and expands. And this is how it works, isn't it? Every shift, every subtle movement, it brings you into greater harmony, greater alignment with who you really are. And as you affirm, I am Word, you're not just speaking words, you're affirming the deepest truth of your being. You're aligning with your Christed self, the part of you that's always connected to the divine. And with every repetition, this truth becomes more and more real for you. And you begin to experience the fullness of this truth. It's as if it's always been a part of you, because it has. And with each breath, you connect more deeply to this knowing. You might even begin to realize your life, in every way, is beginning to mirror this understanding. The abundance you deserve, the love that you are, the wisdom that you carry, it's all beginning to show up in your experience right now. You are now, in this moment, embodying your Christed self, your true self, and the reflection of that truth, it's evident in everything you see, everything you feel, everything you experience. And it's so easy, isn't it? So effortless. All it takes is for you to trust, to allow, to remember. You don't need to work for it. You don't need to chase it. You simply need to allow yourself to be. And as you continue to breathe, you might even notice how your own energy shifts, how the flow of life becomes smoother, how things begin to come to you effortlessly. This is your natural state, your true self, simply allowing everything that's yours to flow into your experience. It's all unfolding perfectly, just as it should. You don't need to worry. You don't need to try. You only need to align with the truth that's already within you, and the rest will follow. Your Christed self is already here, already whole, already perfect. And you're now living this truth, every moment in every way. And the beauty is, you can carry this knowing with you, wherever you go, because it's yours. It's always been yours. And as you continue to experience the world around you, you can feel the deep connection to your divine self. And you can trust everything you need, everything you desire. It's always available to you. Your word, your word. And that truth, that connection, will always be with you, expanding, growing, aligning everything in your life perfectly.